educational purposes only. So I, shortly got out not too long ago, and this will be a brief video. But if you've seen the video, Are You Happy? Same sort of scenario. So I came to, in the dream world, in the astrals, in what I believe is, I thought, school, but it's more like a facility, more like a detainment center, a prison. Um, and the reason why I say that is because I was coming to, and there was this, white woman just on my tail. I was trying to get away from somewhere. So all this stuff happened before, but I'm coming to in the moment where I'm trying to just like move away and get away from this one person. And she then kept saying, portal, portal, portal. And I didn't really get what she meant in that moment the first couple of times. And it then occurred to me, I was trying to go through the wall. So in that last video, the Are You Happy one, I spoke about superpowers. And in that video, I mentioned the previous experience where I had a memory come back to me and I was moving like how Raven from the TV series and the comics Teen Titans moves. I know my abilities, lie, like my abilities looking at her abilities, they're the same, you know? Um, and that's just a small bit of what I believe I can tap into, and that goes for all of y'all, whoever, whatever character is written about you. Um, so then it occurred to me, because in that TV series, I bring that up to say she doesn't teleport, but she shifts through dimensions through portal creations. So I guess that is what they believed I was attempting to do to get out of this facility. Um, how they were tracking that, I'm not entirely sure. Um, I feel they maybe could have seen the thoughts rising up in my astral body's mind. Like here, it's physical, but over there, um, it might be see through, but I'm not entirely sure. Second thing is, it could have been AI, shutting down, putting up that energetic block for me, because it wouldn't work. I couldn't do it. It didn't matter what wall I was beside, I could not create this energy um, from the darkness, from the void of creation, right? That's within us, to then have it manifest and literally move through and be in a completely different space. Could do it. When she said that and something happened, like she said that to the people, other people in the space, something happened to just create this energetic block. And this happened a few times, and I tried going to a different wall, and then I was going down, and she was just staying on my behind, Um, brings me back to like PE coaches, right? In football, mark your person, stay on your person. They would have been proud of her. Um, but I then went to from that one side of the wall, and when she first said that, I noticed a few other Caucasian people down that hallway, and they started, quickly running out to a different area. So then I went to the other side, pretty much right behind, and I started going, and I tried going through that wall and it didn't work, and then I started levitating, and because I remembered that's something that I can do. So I just started levitating, and I couldn't go through the ceiling. It's just like, what's going on? um, my spirit body clearly wanted to get out, and then that wish and desire um, revealed itself once I became in the driver's seat, for lack of a better word, right? Because I came to in the middle of this chase. um, And then I turned around again and tried going through, like I said, a different wall, and that didn't work. I then noticed that once I passed through that little walkway, there was a huge window, and there was another person outside. I believe they were also Caucasian, and it was dark. And I then had the idea of just, breaking it. The last time I was in that space, I telekinetically broke the glass. So I thought, okay, well, maybe I can do that. And I ended up levitating again, and I'm in the air. And I didn't try creating a portal. And I just really tried focusing my mind and all of this energy onto this one spot of the window to just break. And, while I was in that space and while it was happening, it didn't break. It started, whatever type of glass they have is definitely like a harder glass to prevent that. But I started noticing it essentially do this bubble. I'm going to use the word bubble in certain spots of the glass. And it was getting to a point where if I would have kept doing that and focused more energy, it would have broke. What happened next? That clearly wasn't working, and there was more franticness going on in the sense of what I believe is Ryan's trying to escape again. We need to make sure that he doesn't do that, because there were just people, scrambling, and stuff was getting like closed in regards to like hallways, like a lockdown. This is why I'm saying I didn't. I first thought it was a school, but it is designed like a prison. In that specific way, how they lock everything down, and then you can't get out of any door, and all the people are at the exits, and then they call in security. So I then remembered, because as of recently making the discovery that I can, communicate with the weather, and we all can communicate with the elements, but specifically like Storm being atmokinetic, being able to psionically manipulate the weather and weather patterns in the atmosphere. So I thought maybe I can go about that route. And when that thought came to me by that point, I then was back in darkness. So whatever they're doing to capture my spiritual body, my astral body, and then put me in a state of unconsciousness in the sense that I no longer can see, and in these past experiences detect through any of my other senses what's going on in that moment. And since our body is technology, and our bodies are technology that we don't currently fully own, that's what's making me currently believe that it's being done through technology. I don't believe this is some other entity. Could be, like some other ET that's putting me into that state. But I currently believe that it's like some remote or something that is affecting my spirit body, some type of control. Because when she was saying, "Oh, portal, portal," and the times that I was trying to create one subconsciously and then consciously, it created some type of barrier where it was like, where it's basically like this. My hand is not going through the wall or going into a completely different space. Because in that area, everything is like water or very light. I mean, air is light, so kind of a combination of the two. Yeah, there was lots of gray. There was some blue. And however they're detecting what I was trying to do, besides the in that moment with the portal creation, because I was trying to create a portal for majority, I will say, but then there was one moment where I was like, maybe I can try something different before I found the window. And, you know, she said portal again, and I didn't try creating a portal. So, this matrix goes deep. That was pretty much the video. Me coming to in the middle of an escape, or what I believe was an attempted escape. So, we have been enslaved here in the physical, and then however many of our spiritual bodies that the oppressors have access to. And I'm phrasing it that way because none of them can get to, I believe, that body that I saw and felt when I was on Xylanthia. You know, but for however many that are enslaved, you know, that one, and then uh, some of the others, because we got more than one. And then down here. So, our enslavement goes deep. And that was the experience of me coming to in this facility that I think is a school, built like a prison, functioning like a prison, to keep me and however many more of us are in that space enslaved and locked up, and then however many more facilities there are in the astrals like that, if we all are not in that one space. You know, I have every reason to believe if you're enslaved and you don't know what's going on, you're experiencing the same thing. And then we're either returning back to our bodies with the memory of it or not. So, just wanted to make this video and document it for myself. I want to send peace, courage, protection, and divine cosmic love to every single Atlantean and Anunnaki who's on their journey of remembering their divinity and remembering who they are. I hope you have a great day today. Peace.